everyone. Welcome to the Gamers Guild. We're going to be playing some Castlevania Symphony of the Night. That's going to be the game of choice for this week. So we're going to play it maybe an hour each night until we get to the end, or until until something else happens. But we're going to go ahead and get this thing started. Not going for a complete just find everything. I'm just going to be kind of just casually playing it. I've gotten everything, as you can see there, 200.6, and this was on luck mode. 200.6 is basically everything in the game, or at least you cover the whole map. So anyways, we're going to start brand new. This is absolutely one of my favorite games of all time. Definitely probably my top 5, I'd say, at least. It's up there. Probably my second or third favorite Castlevania game. Yingling is the drink of choice tonight. So we should be able to get past this introduction here, which is actually the ending of the previous Castlevania game on this timeline, which was Rondo of Blood. So you basically play the last part of that game. It's definitely toned down. It's nowhere near as hard since this is where you start. But then you pick up a few years later, and that's when the real story of this game starts, after this little intro here. But I remember being so dang amped first time I played this and saw this whole sequence. This was very good stuff, different stuff for Castlevania, very advanced as far as graphics go. This little cutscene here. I'm also using my camera for the first time in a long time, so you guys get to look at how pretty I am. Alright, so I like to go into this with a boomerang, and I hit that little switch there, and I charge up on Larks so that I can take out Dracula pretty quick, because Richter has item crush to go with his sub-weapons, and you get the item crush with the holy water. It disposes of Dracula pretty quick. I'm gonna get just a couple more, and then I'm gonna get this last heart, and then I'm gonna go up here and show you guys. There's some items up here, but to be perfectly honest, considering Richter can't equip these items, I honestly don't know what they're for. I mean, there's all kinds of different weapons and stuff, but Richter has some pretty crazy cool moves. Like that. And he also has, I don't know if I can do it. Apparently I can't pull the move off right now, but it's alright. That's like a little dash move that he does, but that's fine. There it is. No, I can't get him to do it again, but I used to be able to pull that off on command, but apparently I'm getting rusty. Alright, so here we go. This is a pretty famous Castlevania scene right here. These words they exchange.
Oh, but this world invited me. Your own kind called me forth with praise and tribute.
Tribute? You're a thief. You steal men's souls, their freedom.
Freedom is always sacrificed to faith, good hunter.
Voice acting was something that was kind of new for these games too.
All I'm here for is you. To hell with your heresies. You're nothing but a blight on mankind.
Ha! Mankind. A cesspit of hatred and lies. Fight for them and die for their sins.
See his health on the far right there, just zapping the heck out of him. So one item crush on holy water killed that first Dracula form. And I think this one's gonna take about 2. And he got a hit in too. Easy peasy. There's going to be a decent amount of story here. I'm just going to skip past it, but It's basically telling you that Dracula's back, and you're going to take control of his son Alucard and run towards the castle's entrance. And it's pretty cool because you start out with like all of Alucard's like good weapons and equipment, armor, shields and stuff. And he has Alucard has magic also. Up on the top left, up on the top left, up there where it says HP 70. That's your hit points, your health. Next to that is a little blue bar that's kind of flashing. That is your magic or your mana. And I'll just show you one of his little moves. Very effective against a lot of enemies, actually. I like that little maneuver. But he has a few more, too. Some of them require quite a bit of magic, so I'll use those later. Alright, pot roast. Wall meat. It's nice to see that that's in this game, too. And if you've noticed, too, like, usually the candles always have something in them. But you have to pick up a little relic later on in the game where it'll actually put stuff inside the candles. And there's a technique to this too, where going through this, I believe, with one of your wolf form maybe allows you to open up a gate. Something I just recently learned about when I was trying to get that 200.6 completion percentage. Now, up here, there's a little trick too, and I'm not going to do it. I'm going to play this game the way it's supposed to be played. More wall meat. Okay, so when you go through this little opening right here, Death's going to be on the other side. And what he's going to do, it's not really a spoiler because it's about to happen, but what happens is you walk through there and you have a confrontation with Death, and he tells you to leave and don't interfere, and then he winds up taking all your your sword, your armor, everything. But if you walk in there and then immediately turn back around, when you go back in, Death will be gone and you'll be able to keep all your equipment. So I'm going to let him take it off because, like I said, I want to play this normally.
What is your business?
I've come to put an end to this.
This also threw me for a loop too the first time. I'm like, dang, running into Death really quick because he's usually one of the end guys, you know. A lot of times he's the penultimate boss before you have to fight Dracula.
Step aside, old man.
So running into him, you know, off the rip, and Dracula at the very beginning, you know, it threw me off. I'm like, this game's gonna be different. There he goes. Took all your equipment. So now that's your attack as a punch. Not very much range, not very strong. Oh. You can sneak down here and grab this little item here. It's increases your maximum hearts, which lets you use your sub weapons more. So like I said, I'm gonna be playing this leisurely, you know, like I would normally do it if I wasn't in a rush or trying to do a speed run. All right, so here we go. First real challenge without a weapon. Alright, so he drops the sword, and you can pretty much go right on ahead and equip that. So now I have a weapon with some range. And then there's a barrier, but you can come back through that door later on and open up that little switch right there next to that heart, and it drops the barrier. But I'll get there a little later. And this guy drops a weapon too. It's called Red Rust. It's basically useless. I don't know exactly what the point of it is. But I've never used it. I've tried it, but it's weaker than the sword I have now. Alright, I like the little save feature there. Kind of fall into a coffin. It's pretty cool. Definitely fits the game. Alright, so the Cube of Zoe. Alright, so what that does is it allows you to get the items that are in these candles now. So the candles now have purpose. This game game is full of just great track, good sounds, a good track after good track, pretty much the whole way through. Alright, so there's a high Curious. That'll increase my defense a little bit. Alright, so when I have that highlighted, if you look inside this blue window here, in the middle on the far right it says defense, and it goes from 0 to 2, so definitely helpful. It's even more helpful if I equip it. There we go. The old red skeletons there, you can knock them down, but eventually they'll come right back up. There he is. Just like in the older Castlevania games, they did the same thing there too. And then right up here, there's a save point. Just go ahead and grab this. And you guys will wind up seeing this section again because there's a decent amount of backtracking in this game when you want to collect items. But I'll wind up circling back to this section here eventually, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, there's a leather shield. That increases your defense too. See, it goes from 2 to 3. And that's in your other hand. So now you have that in one hand, you have your sword in the other. So now you have a little bit of, you can defend against certain projectiles. And then if you notice up there, there's something too, but you have to have a different ability to get it. There's also, you can break walls in this game too. There's one right here. And there's a life max up, increases your hit points. Those are helpful. And they also replenish all your health too if you're missing any. And then right there's a whole nother wall. Is that quick? Another health for heart max. Okay, there's my first sub weapon. And honestly, this knife, or the dagger, this first boss that you deal with, it's actually very handy. Which, usually the dagger is the last thing that I would use, but this first boss, it takes him down, takes those two guys down pretty quick. Because you can throw it, you can throw a whole ton of these at one time. Do that, and I'm gonna get another item up here, I believe, if my memory serves me right. I believe it's a cape. I think it's a cloth cape up here. Yeah, and if you'll notice too, if you look at the cape that he's wearing now, it'll change colors whenever I equip this new cape. And plus, it raises your defense as well from 3 to 5. Alright, so now you can tell he's got a different color cape on. The other one was black. So I like games like that when you equip different stuff and it changes your physical appearance. You know, there's a lot of games where you equip items and you still look the same. But this one is not like that, which I'm thankful for. I like that. I like that style. And later on in the game, the more you level up, those guys right there, they'll take like one hit to kill. You just start off pretty weak in this game. I wanted to catch him. There we go. Alright, another save point. Getting close to the first boss, actually. Probably I have time to get probably to the second boss, maybe a little further. Alright, there is an axe sub-weapon up here somewhere. And I don't want to catch it. I want to use this dagger on this boss here. I think that's the axe there. Yeah. Okay, so there is a door, and it says magically sealed. You have to visit the shopkeeper in the library, and he'll give you an item called Jewel of Open, and that's what you use to open those doors that are marked like that. And again, I'm skipping that axe there. Okay, so this is the first boss room. Gaibon and Slagra. So watch how quick you can throw these knives. You can wail on with them. He gone. See, that shield helps. I used up all my hearts, but hey, took him down pretty fast. And that'll be about the only time I'll probably use this dagger. As soon as I get a chance to replace it, I'm probably going to replace it. It's not very effective on the next boss. He's a little trickier than those two guys. Here's your doppelganger, actually, you have to fight next, I believe, the next boss. I believe I'm going to run into another blue door here. Oh, no. Okay, this is where I was telling you. I'm going to wind up circling back a little bit. Sunglasses, I'm going to equip those. It just raises your defense a little bit and decreases your intelligence, but I don't use a lot of magic early on. Make the cannon blast off, and there's a new item, new weapon, which I'm going to use. It's a little bit weaker, but a lot faster. Alright, so this is where I was before, so I'm not going to go back through all that again. That's that room I was telling you that I'd eventually wind up circling back to. I'm just going to go back up. Keep going, keep going. That's another spell there, Dark Metamorphosis. You can kind of see I got a little red tint to me. Whenever you attack something, if they bleed on you, it gives you health, which is also a pretty cool little maneuver. But not everything bleeds, though. With this guy here, like he does. So if you have that Dark Metamorphosis active and if he bleeds on you like that, it'll give you health back. It's another save room, and I love to save because just stuff happens sometimes. And I hate having to go back and do something twice, you know. But just so you see how that works. So you see them H popping up on me when the blood hits me, that's health going back to me. But I didn't need it, so. But just more than anything, just wanted to demonstrate. There's another sub-weapon in here somewhere. It's a cloth tunic. Let me see if that's any better than this. Nope. Defense goes down. Alright, so now I got my ricochet rock. And the axes make you kind of bloody when they hit you, just blood goes everywhere. I'm going to use this weapon here. I kind of like this better. Kind of like a different version of Holy Water. There's a potion. Those can be used once to refill some of your health. I don't use a ton of those in this game. Marble gallery. I like this weapon here, though. Puts those guys down fast. Speedrunners like to do this to move through the floor faster. Seems kind of silly to me, but nope, don't want that. save point. So for anybody who watches this, if you enjoy this stream at all, it's probably going to be broke down into about 8 to 10 sections of this game. And I'll work on it until we get it done. And this one actually may go a little longer than an hour. It just depends on how well I'm enjoying the ride, you know. Alright, so there's an ability up here. The Spirit Orb. I believe that shows their name when I hit them. No, it shows how much damage I'm doing to them. Okay. So you see now whenever I hit something, it'll show how many hit points it's taken from them. These guys are kind of tough. They take a pretty good amount of damage from you if they hit you. Especially this next one is on further down. Pretty tough guy to deal with this early in the game, but with this holy water, he's not too tough. These guys can be kind of annoying too. They throw boomerangs at you. And all these are $1 increments except for that one. 250 is a pretty good size money bag in this game. Another dagger. I want you to have that weapon. Yeah, that guy right there can do some damage. But we're not going to allow him to. But this is a section where we have to backtrack a little bit. Yeah. I gotta go right back through that again. Just mainly came here to grab that, and that's it. And to open up that doorway there. Okay, that's alright. This ain't too hard to go back through. And plus, coming down here, if you handle it without going through too much trouble, you can definitely grind a little bit and level up. I'm up to level 8 now, so that's not too bad. Pretty good. I knew that was there. I don't even know why I hit that candle. Let's just skip all these boomerang guys. Just go. He also has a Dracula move that I like a lot. And if you guys have ever played Dracula boss fights, you'll know what that move is. You'll recognize that little maneuver there, the 3 fireballs. That's one of Dracula's little moves that he likes to use on you. Alright, back to where we were. Lean in. Those little guys can be pains in the neck sometimes. Kind of random with their little jump patterns.
Wait, are you human? What are you doing here?
I've come to destroy this castle.
Likewise. I'm Maria. And you are?
Alucard.
Well, if you're a better swordsman than a speaker, perhaps I'll see you again. Farewell.
Alright, y'all, sorry about that. Alright, here we go. Back to it. Clock I will actually need later when I come back through. Alright. Getting pretty close to the end of this section. Actually gonna switch back to my other sword. I kinda like to reach a little better with these ends here. That. Alright, next section. You don't want that guy to hit you. He does some serious damage. Ooh, that's close. There's a secret here too, where if you stand here just long enough, an elevator will take you down, and you'll be able to get a couple items. It just takes a minute. There we go. I didn't learn about that until fairly recently too. Alright, so let's go with the Miracurus. You can't get through there though, you gotta have the mist ability, so you gotta go back up. All kinds of little hidden stuff in this game. I'm sure people are still learning new stuff about it. Wouldn't be Castlevania without Medusa heads. Telescope. So you can see the ferryman out there rolling away. He comes into play a little later too. Okay, apparently I can only go the other way. Save point, and then next room back over, getting pretty close to the next boss. Whew. Doppelganger. I was a little off. There we go. Alrighty, got through it, not too much trouble. Get a little bit stronger sword too. That appears like it probably has a little more range. Alright, so that's where I need to be. I'm gonna come up here and get this ability up here first. So there's your ability that I'm going to be looking for. This right here, I believe, is like a warp almost. Yeah, it'll transport you to a different part of the castle. Remember this section from earlier. You get that little tab there and lowers the barricade, so now I can go back and forth here if I need to backtrack. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna go back to where I was. Excuse me. Alright, so I activated the elevator, which is going to allow me to get that ability right here. Soul of Wolf, so now I can transform into a wolf. And it has its benefits, there's good parts of it, and some not so good parts to using the wolf form. Make sure I'm doing this right. Okay, yeah, this is the library. Should be able to take us to get this this jewel open. I need to open up those blue doors and get into the next area. we hit our hour-long goal. Yeah, they start doing more damage to you the further you go. Okay, so there's something. Bronze Cuirass, which raises your defense up one more, so let's go ahead and switch that out. Ah, thank you, buddy, for doing that. Knocking me back in the other room. Be careful, those guys hitting you. They'll curse you where you can't attack for a little while. Sometimes it's best just to avoid them. They didn't leave me anything either. Sometimes they'll leave big money bags. I think these other books will too, though. And after this hallway, I believe, is the librarian. Yeah.
It's been a long time, old one.
Why, it's Master Alucard. Come to visit, has he?
I need your help.
Oh, but young master, I could never betray the good count.
You won't go unrewarded.
Really? In that case, just tell me what you need.
Okay, buy an item, and we want that Jewel of Open. And that's what allows you to open up those blue doors. Been a long day. Yeah, it's nothing's gonna help me. now we go backtrack a little bit more. There we go. That garnet there. I already got this. No. Yeah, I have. Okay. So now we're going to backtrack just a little bit and get back to where we need to be. I like the eyeball following you back there in the background. See him there? It's pretty cool. You hit him just right with that holy water, he takes out just about anything. But it just doesn't have a whole lot of range. Alright, so you notice this floor right here. I was just going to change here very shortly. There we go. So there we go, you saw the floor was open so I could get these items here. So they hit that switch. There's one more floor that's going to open up. It's just right over here to the left a little bit. Right here. And this actually takes you to the next area. Which is like some caverns, caves. Close. I'm gonna try to get that urn up there. Oh, the hell, heck with it. I could do it if I kept playing, but I'll come back for it. I'm sleepy for some reason. Hard upgrade, and there's one more. If you take the time to bust that wall, a bandana, that helps better than sunglasses. Yeah, it raises my intelligence up and my defense, so let's go with that. Miss. Oop, he didn't miss. Just to dodge that. That's Taki. Save point. Pretty easy boss. I didn't need you to give me sugar, man. Pretty easy, not too difficult. Doesn't even give you anything. Now the water, if it touches you, it takes a little bit of health from you. Still coming up. More meat. Okay, I forgot, after you fight this boss here, the water goes back down. Not too much trouble. Like that little pose he has there. New cape. Alright, so watch what this one does. Let's see. Oh. So that's the crystal cloak. It gives you more defense for sure. So it's kind of see-through. Alright, I'm gonna try to go a little bit further, y'all. New sword. Scimitar. A little bit stronger. 19. Attack this from 19 to 21. Still looks like the Gladius, but it's all good. Resist ice, use that. It's only temporary, but it makes you a little bit more immune to ice attacks, which I'm about to be a part of, because if you notice the floor here, looks like it's kind of icy color, and you can kind of see where the floor has kind of been disturbed. So there you go. Okay, no fairy there, so I'll have to come back to this section apparently. You move this little crate over and watch what happens. You're going to plug it that hole through the water. And now it can't come out. And the only way it's going to go is up and kill those poor guys. They looked so nervous too right before that happened. You still want to dodge the water because you're susceptible to it. we're gonna try and do it this way. Ah, I missed that item over there. That's okay though.
Welcome aboard, O Prince. Shall I guide thee across the river?
Yes, you shall. Please. There's a real good money bag a little further over here. I hope I can grab it. I kind of wish I had that axe sub weapon. It makes it a lot easier to hit it. It's just right up there. It's like a 2,000, I think. I think there's $2,000 worth in that bag. Those in that high reach candle. Merman statue. So now that fairy guy that wasn't at the ice part of this level, he'll be there now, but you have to backtrack to get back there. Got it. I'm filling the water up for 2,000, so that's not bad. Had to take a little bath to get it though. But if you're trying to grind for money, I think that's a pretty good place to go. Shiitake. Alrighty, so we have made it through a good portion of this game. I'm going to find me a save point, and I think that's going to wrap me up for the night, I believe. Like, I believe that's what you're supposed to do, is you're supposed to run through this with the dog. And then it does something to open up a door. I'm just having a hard time remembering how that works exactly. Or, you know, maybe you have to go through it with that ability that he has, which I don't think I have that ability yet, but we'll go back. There's something about that cave there, and going through one side and through the other, and it seems like you have to do it with the wolf there. Yeah, it's not here yet, so there's something else I gotta do to make that happen. Might have to go back and brush up on the old guy. Well, a minute from a save point too, so I'm just gonna keep going until I get to one, and that'll wrap up tonight's session. Alright, we're close to a save point now. So I got in just almost an hour, but this is a good place to stop at though. Okay. Actually, I'm going to go a little further. I'm going to go to the next level, which is the church. I believe that's the one you're supposed to go to next. This game is not linear at all. There's so many different paths and paths you can take to get to the end of this game. And how I play it now is totally radical to how I played it when I was younger, when this first came out. Used to go all kinds of different ways. sit here. No, what's the save point though? Alright, here we go.
Alucard, wasn't it? We meet again.
So it seems.
As friendly as ever, I see. It's strange. This castle's different than I remember it.
This castle is a creature of chaos. With each rebirth, it takes on a form.
Here I thought my mind was playing tricks. Well, there's nothing for it. Till we meet again.
Alright, we're in the chapel. There's my stopping point. Well, guys, anybody who watches this later on, I appreciate everybody's support. This has been D Chill, member of the Gamers Guild. And until then, guys, y'all please be safe. And I will see you all on the other side. Y'all have a great night. Bye-bye.